All right, welcome to a new case study. A short, I need it. A trade, I need it. But I took it. Nice trade, low risk because there were several OBs. Let's just break it down quickly. Um, Daily wise, where are we? Strong bearish momentum. So I was favoring shorts. I actually missed the initial setup because I was like, hold up. Well, I missed your setup, and then I was like, wait, why did I miss that? Because I was looking for shorts here. And then why didn't I take it? And then I saw that I drew something wrong, but which I will show you after. But basically the case study. So we had this daily fair value gap. We have the 4-hour POI, which was my initial target for the trade. And then we can see the bearish momentum on the higher time frame. Um I was looking for that 4-hour POI because I wanted to long. Why I wanted to long? I wanted to long because of this bullish range. So that knowing that shorts were on the cards. Also with the momentum, I was not expecting a deep retracement into this area yet. So what happened? What can we see? It's a bit messy. No, just let me show you. So on the 4-hour, we can see that we had this candle. It was yesterday, and we got a strong push to the upside. And then during Asia, we got the slowdown, and we got the turnaround going down lower. What can we see on the 1 hour? On the 1 hour, we can see. So this is where I drew the wrong range. I took this one to this. I don't know why. Maybe because it was on a 1 hour instead of on the 5 minute, because it was a 5 minute range. So anyway, here was a 5 minute PY. Asia tapped in, Asia high being taken, and we can see the 1 hour. This 1 hour candle didn't close above this one. However, it was a strong buy candle nonetheless, but we can see that turnaround candle here, and this was the trade candle. So like with the indecisive candle was pretty strong. Then here, Asia high, early sellers on the 5 minute, and then we went up straight. No bear candles, just bull candles, but some wicks to the downside. Then we got this candle over here, turn around, same story. And this is where I missed the initial setup. So target wise, we also have this internal 5 minute bullish range. And knowing that we already took previous daily lows, we took the weekly lows, we tapped into a daily fair value gap. We took a lot of liquidity to the downside. Why is this on my screen? I just see it. We took a lot of liquidity to the downside. So therefore I was like, okay, let's be conservative and close partials around Asia low, close partials around this internal low, because knowing that we have this 5 minute POI, we also have this bullish block over here on the 15 or 5 minute bullish range. We had the 50-minute POI over here. So I was like, okay, then we take internal range liquidity. Let's remove that one. And that's where we take another partial. And then initial target was 7,000, but below previous daily lows, we came deeper into that daily fair value gap and we could see turnaround at any time possible. So therefore I was like, okay, let's just close the trade here. 1 to 9.8. Overall, I banked 4.3 or the overall RR was a 1 to 4.3, and I only banked 1.65% because I had low risk on this because there were two OBs. So let's break it down further. What do we have here? That 50-minute POI I was speaking about. 50-minute POI sits above this high and this high. So we got some nice internal range liquidity being taken, 50-minute or 5-minute POI. Then in Asia, we already tap into that 50-minute or 5-minute POI, which is a bit yeah, it's not great in that sense because when a POI is tapped, it's mitigated, it's filled, and it's not super valid anymore. But then coming to pre-Frankfurt, we take Asia highs. Why is this a strong Asia high? Because it created the early sellers. So there was no other Asia high we could look for. This was the Asia high. This also was the only Asia high because 6 a.m. didn't create a Asia high. And then going down lower, what can we see? So there was early sellers over there. And then we got minor structure going on. low, high, higher low, higher high. We got this internal early buyers, maybe. I don't know maybe you can class this as your early sellers as well, because we got a high that led down to this low, and then that's taken out bullish and then bearish, but initially we got this high. So using this as our early sellers, bullish break, liquidity building up, and over here you have your minor break. And you could look for sell from here, knowing that, okay, we got liquidity building up over here in the form of this trend line. That's one thing. Second thing we know is that this leg has no internal range liquidity, so it might not hold. So you could look for a sell over here. But then the real sell comes from this area, because we get a low, high, higher low, higher high, bearish break. And this is, I missed this one because I had the range wrong. I was like, hold up, shit. I'm now missing Asia sells. What am I doing? So this was the best setup. And you could take it like from the, I think 2 minute. 2 minute is clean. Leaving breathing room as well. 91. Take 86. And then stops above this high. That's a 1.8, 2.3. And 1 to 5 gets not hit before this low. That's a bit annoying. So if you took it like this, and then at least the same breathing room. So that's the thing. That's the thingy. Anyway, came up. So you reduce your stop loss anyway. So you take the short, it breaks below this low. You reduce your stop loss to over here, 1.1, 1.3, maybe more 1.4. Price comes up back to your entry, but you didn't go break even because you didn't reach the high yet, or didn't break structure again. And then 1 to 5 gets hit, I think, over here. Let me see. Block this one, 2.3 over here. So that's the first trade. And then the second trade comes from this area where we have the high over here. Then it's like the internal high. So just entry over there. It just took me out in, or took me in early. I don't know why. Anyway, took me in at this level, stops above the high, 0.5 pips over there. And then we reduce our stop loss to below, to above this wake when we break below here. And we reduce the stop loss again to break even when we break below here. And then when we broke below here, I put my stop loss over there. And then below Asia, I took my first partial. Then at this internal range liquidity, I took my second partial and I closed the trade at below the previous daily lows. So yeah, that's the breakdown. And because we broke below this one, I classed this as my entire range, and therefore I only risked half on this of my usual risk on the trade, because I'm just gonna wing this. There you go. Okay, because this was our new range then, and therefore I was also looking for shorts from this area above these highs. That would have been very valid as well. Although we would have maybe hold the trade a little bit longer, maybe. But yeah, all right, that's it. Peace out.